According to HubSpot's sales report, 54% of sellers actually having this year a harder time to sell than ever before. Why is that so? And what does it mean for sellers moving forward? This is what we're going to chat about today. I'm David, CEO of Surfe, a tool that connects LinkedIn with your CRM, and let's dive in. Let's be honest, buyers are not the same they used to be. And the buying process changed as well. I mean, look how you bought your last pair of sneakers. You bought it based on your recommendations or based on your network. If your friends are wearing Adidas, you're probably wearing Adidas as well. And you already know about all the features of that shoe or product. So that's the same in SaaS software sales. 96% of buyers know exactly the features, what the product is going to do and bring to you. So what can we do as a salesperson to stand out in the market? We need to know exactly how this product is used in your industry. So meaning, what does it actually solve? It's particular the problem to your industry. We need to have a way more personalized approach. So we can't sell, I don't know, even though the product may be good for sprinters and maybe good for basketballers, you need to have a different approach. So make that approach personalized. And also you need to have a clear ROI. When I buy this product, do I jump higher? Do I win games? Do I win competitions? So the same thing in your software sales. When, for instance, you're buying Surfe, you're actually getting more accounts and contacts in your CRM, meaning you have more chances to sign a deal at the end of the day. So exactly these things you need to connect, wrap it in a nice personalized experience, invest more into relationships, because that's what we're all here for, and that's what brings long-term revenue. Let's talk about AI. I know. Let's talk about one more time about AI. Now, honestly, I think AI in sales is a very powerful weapon, but it's not a silver bullet. What does it mean? I think AI is not going to replace the SDR and BDR's job, but yes, it's probably facilitating a lot of their manual work, which is, for instance, finding the right accounts and contacts, building that lists, doing the research, finding some insights. We can do that now so easily and so quick as well. So for instance, let's take, hey, for my customer, I want to see the competitors. I want to have the price points of the products. Let AI research it through all the different websites and give it back in a simple table, which then can be used later to personalize your outreach. So I think, yes, AI is very powerful here for the SDR and BDR's job. And SDR and BDRs probably focus more on the relationship, let's say on the 15-minute discovery call. What we forget about talking is the skills gap, because we have majority of sellers which are non-technical, 70% actually. The current AI solutions are built for the technical sellers, which is leaving the non-technical behind. So when we focus on AI in sales, let's focus on solutions that are very easy to use for the majority of sellers, and then let's focus building solutions for the already knowledge tech sellers, which are anyway know how to use AI in a powerful way. I think that's for me a discussion which is often left behind, which tackles the salespeople. All right. What we also see recently in sales is that our deal cycles are becoming longer and longer. And what can we do actually about it? I think a lot of us have been in the situation, we were sure about closing a deal, but then, for instance, the head of sales left the company. And then you need to find a new decision maker in a short of the time to still make a close of the deal, because often we hear the same answers. We need to wait until the new head of sales comes in, evaluates the situation, gets onboarded fully, and then can make a decision. So what can you actually do to foresee these things and still keep a short sales cycle? First of all is researching about intent. Is the company looking for current solutions? Do they have a problem? So actually, is the timing right for you to engage with them? Then start anchoring high from day one and skip the trust part process, because building trust can take a lot of time. So what can you do? Find introductions from your existing customer base, maybe to this new lead. Let's say RevOps, for instance, head of RevOps can make an introduction to this target company, also at a head of RevOps level. Why do I say head of RevOps? Because recently I see this role making more decisions. This role has budget power, for instance, as well. So we don't need actually a head of sales anymore, and we need a RevOps and an end user base. And of course, we need to showcase in a big case, sometimes even when it's a higher budget, a CFO may involve, you need to show ROI. So you need to have from the start, when you have a trialing phase with end users, try to get as many end users as possible in this kind of trialing phase, build a big case inside the company. So you have also big numbers to present and big savings for eventually a CFO. So these things, do better research to see if actually it's the right timing to contact. skip the trust building process as it takes a lot of time by finding people that can introduce you to these companies. Skip some positions which are currently higher fluctuation, which could be a head of sales actually, meaning directly talk to RevOps. These positions are normally hard to replace because there's a very technical position holding a lot of tool set, internal power inside the companies, and build a compelling case with having a lot of users as possible from day one in the same batch and time frame testing your solution, because you don't want to have a 2 weeks test and then extend another 2 weeks because some people from another team or region have been missing in that test. I think these are the things how you still can be aware of all bad eventualities and still keep a sales cycle short. Word of the year is actually a tongue breaker. It's Smarketing. That means sales and marketing alignment. So what we often see is that, let's say, marketing is operating from an idea of an ICP based on an Excel file. I believe we do sell to these companies in that region, space, whatever. Whereas sales having actually results. I sold this, and often it's very different. So what can we actually do to align? First of all, it's important that we have the same database. Let's say marketing and sales both meet in the same CRM. That's a start. Let's take HubSpot, for instance, so that you actually know, okay, what deals had the shortest deal cycles, the highest success rate, therefore, or thereof create our ICP. Give it back as a feedback to marketing so they can target differently in their communication on the website for inbound leads, let's say, or if they do campaigns to outbound leads. We get better and warmer leads, better qualified leads, then moving forward to the sales team. Therefore, the sales cycles are more short and we don't waste a lot of time and having an overall success. Because same as in sports, a winning team is a winning team of individuals. And here it's the marketing team needs to win, that the sales team can win as well. Let's talk about these things. Let's talk about being mobile first and how it actually changed our buying process. When we look who's buying, it's mostly Gen Z and millennials. So these people are spending most of their time, I'm including myself as well, on the smartphone instead of the laptop. We need to adjust our marketing and sales according to that experience, meaning more mobile optimized content, website, blogs, ads, and all that stuff needs to be mobile first. Also, when we're talking about a deal closing, putting a signature on it, we can't send any more PDF and expect them to sign it or print it and then send it back or whatsoever. We need to have a solution which is just a click or a slide to make a signature. So all these kind of tools needs to be optimized being mobile first as well. Recently, for instance, I've been on a train. I was discussing with a prospect about the price, had a negotiation, all was happening in my LinkedIn application on my mobile phone and the signature process actually as well. And I had quick access to these tools and could send it also for me in a mobile first experience to the client. The same is I got a request recently also for 25 licenses on a channel which is predominantly mobile first. So let's really rethink our processes. Let's take into account that 64% actually millennials and Gen Z, and they prefer mobile first experience, so adjust our sales process accordingly. All right, to sum it up, and you will hear that answer all and all over again, is we need to focus more on the relationships. But we can do it now thanks to the help of AI, because we actually can automate a lot of our processes and workflows, the hours of our day, manually researching things, typing, logging these things in our CRM. We can eliminate these thanks to the help of AI. So we gain back time for spending on these relationships because we need to. As buying processes change, they're getting more complex. You need to be more strategic and you need to understand and become an industry expert to actually help solving your client problems. So now you gain back that time thanks to the usage of AI. And also you have time and you need to spend time more on alignment internally with your teams, because we need to get to better targeting so we don't waste time at the end speaking with prospects who are not ready to buy. So sales and marketing alignment is very important, and adjust again to the buying process of millennials and Gen Z, which are most of their time spending on smartphones. So become also mobile first in your sales process and adjust all your marketing and sales efforts on being mobile first, and then you're well equipped for the future. All right. If you like the video and if you want to see more sales content of me, of us, because we are going to have different industry experts and also on team speaking here about a lot of different things related to sales, subscribe and follow us on YouTube and LinkedIn. See you soon.